Hello, my name is Eric Roeder. I work in business development for Codilation. We're a team of website developers, software engineers, and just overall super nerds. We develop apps and websites in the obvious technology hub that is Fargo, North Dakota. That summary of my life sounds dreadful to most of the world, but I absolutely love my community and I love my job. Every week I meet incredible people who are absolutely inspiring. They have new business ideas or are spearheading giant projects to make our community better, or just are smarter than me and have great professional knowledge to share. I thought it would be relatively selfish to keep all of this information to myself, so I decided to start a little talk show. Welcome to my office.
My guest this week is the celebrity power couple that is Travis Helmers and Dr. Courtney Carpenter. They are part owners of Health Source Chiropractic in town. They work together, and the thought of owning a business and working with a spouse seems absolutely crazy to me, but they're crushing it, and so we're going to talk a little bit about it this week. All right, hello, Internet. I'm here with my first ever return guest, Dr. Travis Helmers, and technically this is your third time on the show because we taped one episode and my head got cut off, and for whatever reason we didn't air that one. And so, Internet, I'm looking for an intern still, please, if you want to get paid to and college credit to make this thing a thing so I don't have to edit it. That would be amazing. But I digress. The exciting part about having Travis come back is this is our first celebrity power couple episode because he brought his lovely wife, Courtney. And so in every relationship, no one really cares about the guy. So, Courtney, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, as he said, my name is Courtney. I'm from the Fargo area. I went to Fargo North, go Spartans. Then I went to North Dakota State University, go Bison. And then this guy and I met in chiropractic school. I was actually a year ahead of him in school and was the teaching assistant, so I got to grade his academics back in the day. So that's a little bit about myself, but I also enjoy playing basketball and love the San Antonio Spurs.
Jeez, okay, so I was mildly joking, but Travis, do you have anything you'd like to add about your lives there?
Dating the teaching assistant doesn't get you a better grade.
Well, it just prepared you for like future being graded harshly.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, yeah, no one really cared about what you said there, Travis. The reason we had this show today is you two are both owners of a chiropractic office. Well, you have a third partner, but you own it together, and the thought of working and owning a business with a spouse, to me, seems like absolutely insane. Can we talk about the thought process in deciding to take that leap together? And we'll start with Courtney.
Sure. For a lot of people, we hear that same thing. It seems insane. For us, it seems like a no-brainer. With our profession, with the amount of patients we're seeing on a regular basis, we really don't see a lot of each other, and it's actually very nice when we do see each other, so we can actually see each other because, again, we have long work days, and then a lot of times we're doing paperwork after work. So for me, it's nice to not only own a practice and work with my spouse, but to work with someone that I trust and that I can bounce ideas off of and know that he'll support me.
Oh, I like that. Travis, what are your thoughts?
I love it.
It is
Good
nice.
answer. Like I said, it's fun to actually get to spend some time with Courtney throughout the day. And when we work together, one of the things that I love is like if Courtney needs a day or something because she has to go do continuing education somewhere, which we all love to do, but just has to be out of the office in general, I can help and pick up her patient load and vice versa. And it's kind of nice because, I mean, if I'm not going to be able to see patients, I'd rather that they at least see my chiropractor.
Well, there you go. That kind of makes sense. And so this was a topic that I originally wanted to talk to you about when we first did our episode before. Yeah. But I had no idea what I was doing with mics and sound, and I still kind of don't. But we got a budget for a third mic. I'm still looking for a video intern. Please help us. I don't want to deal with the sound. So Travis, what's it like actually working with your wife?
Well, that's a good question. Besides the fact that it's super awesome. But no, when I just think about working with Courtney, it's super fun because every day she's probably one of my biggest fans, and she helps push me throughout the day and actually pushes me to be better. without that sort of environment that, driving one another to be better, it's kind of good. And, a lot of people, I think, where they struggle is like when somebody tells you something at work, you take it constructively, but when it comes from a spouse, sometimes it's really hard to be like, oh, you're just nagging at me, you're telling me what to do. But she doesn't nag, she doesn't do any of that stuff. She's telling me from the bottom of her heart with all the kindness and really just wanting me to succeed. And by me succeeding, she succeeds and vice versa. So really we're just trying to make it as best as we can. So I think she does a good job. And
I specifically asked you that one first because I assumed you were going to get it wrong. I think you kind of crush it, Courtney.
That's a good bet, actually.
What are your benefits of working with your spouse?
Wow, it's hard to follow up on that one. But I think what he was getting at really nailed it, that we can hold each other accountable to be the best doctor, to be the best team leaders that we can be, and then also to be the best that we can be in our personal lives. So I think that's the biggest thing that we get from one another. And another perk I always like, if he brings me in a coffee or something like that, that's always nice, that he knows my needs before I even know that I need them. So thanks for that.
Wow. I see, and I'm a 35-year-old single man, and so I already have my issues with sharing. I think you guys are kind of crazy, and I still think that. And I made a business chart kind of displaying my thoughts.
Oh, great.
And so this is my business chart for you guys.
Yes.
And we have the noticeable insanity line. And you guys are like standing on that line, but you're holding hands together. And then we have me, and I'm flying past insanity with a wizard cape.
If we get joint offices, we'll go over the line for sure. So.
Right, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Like I said, you're standing on the line, and I don't get it, but at the same time, I think like the best couples match their crazies together. Like those are the lasting ones. And so, each week we kind of ask, is there anything we can do to help you guys in owning your business together?
Well, to go back to your chart, you're right. We're pretty much living on the edge.
Yeah.
But I think when you do push each other, like you said, two crazies matching, it definitely pushes you to be better. As far as helping us, honestly, we're more into helping you guys. So if you have someone that has an ache or a pain, or maybe someone that is running and they want to get faster at running, a lot of times we can assess those things and we can help people in all parts of their life, whether that be nutritionally, posturally, getting them out of pain, and then just increasing the overall quality of their life.
Oh, I like that. Anything to add, Travis, or did she just crush it?
She crushed it. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you want to do things more effectively and more efficient in your life, I mean, there's just so much that can be helped with other than just pain. So
yeah, and it's just different going to a chiropractor regularly. And I'll speak on behalf, I'm old and I'm not getting younger, and I can still move, and I thank my chiropractor. Once a month now instead of like after football practice, sometimes when I would tweak something. And so we'll do one quick piece of health advice. So what can our audience do today to be more healthy, Travis?
Oh, man, you put me on the spot. I thought I was going to have Courtney to see
No,
what I could make.
no. You didn't even show her the questions first, so you're going
I know.
first.
I get that. I would say if there's one thing that people could do to be healthier, I'll go back to kind of when we talked about our truths of health, I guess, last time. And you kind of hit on this about not being any younger. Your body every day is undergoing physical amounts of stress. So if you're not taking the time to at least put in good food into your system and put in, like I said, adjustments are really good to keep the joints mobile and healthy. Basically, you're not taking that time to take care of your body or maintain your body. You're going to continually degenerate. And unfortunately, when you get to that point in life where maybe you're able to do the things you want to do, you may not be able to do them because you didn't take care of yourself.
Sure. And Courtney?
I'm going to go focus more on gratitude. I think a lot of us don't realize that we have so many negative thoughts that go through our head on a regular basis, and it takes work to be positive. So when you start your day with a gratitude, or maybe if something isn't going how you'd like it to, or you're having a bad day, just stop and think of a couple things that you're grateful for, and it doesn't leave space for that negativity anymore. And that's a huge part of health.
God, you guys are such health nerds.
That round definitely went to her.
Yeah, she lifts you up.
Yes, she does.
Yours wasn't a bad answer. Courtney's is obviously better.
I'm just a mild plow.
Right. You can't come down to the nerdatorium and not get a nerd question. And
Yeah.
so, Travis, I remember when we met for our first coffee, you whipped out this like Batman notebook.
Yeah.
And we became like instant friends. And so we're going to flip the coin here. Like,
Okay.
what's your favorite Marvel superhero?
It's a good question. I feel like Spider-Man goes right off the top, but it's a close second with Wolverine.
All right. Courtney?
Silver Surfer.
Okay. Wow. I didn't. Silver Surfer. I mean, there's
yeah.
no wrong answers, but the correct answer we're looking for is Howard the Duck.
Oh,
Howard-
I thought you were looking
No,
for
that's
DC is better.
No, that is not. Oh, geez, that's a whole other episode.
Do we want to get into that, or are we going to have another episode of DC versus Marvel?
I don't want to edit for 7 hours. It's like that's too much work until I get an intern. Intern, please. We want to have the Marvel DC episode. Did you guys have anything else?
The only thing I would add to that is a lot of people, again, if you're married, don't be afraid to work with your spouse. I hear all the time, oh, that's something that I wouldn't want to do, and I really value the fact that we do get to work together. I promise I'm not making that up. It is something that I am grateful for, and if you're considering working with your spouse, I would say do it. It's definitely worth it, and spending more time with the person you love.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with being with your best friend all day. That's all I can say.
Oh, I love it. Thank you guys for being here and being a hot celebrity power couple.
Oh, thank you.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Nailed it.
I think so.